Welcome. I'm Andre Bober, founding director and curator of Landmarks. Today we're celebrating Sarah Oppenheimer's new commission at the Cockrell School of Engineering, which is titled C010106. And the piece might look simple, but technically it is by far the most ambitious project we've undertaken at Landmarks. I think it can be a little difficult to grasp the work's complexity without seeing it in person, so I encourage you to check it out. We're going to learn more about this new commission during this pre-recorded program, and we'll premiere our artist video as well as some original choreography by Arcos. Then we'll have our live Q&A with artist Sarah Oppenheimer and our curatorial contributor Lumi Tam. Our event is made possible by many dedicated individuals as well as the foundations and agencies that support our work. I'd especially like to thank the transformative support of the Stillwater Foundation, the Texas Commission on the Arts, and the National Endowment for the Arts, which funded Sarah Oppenheimer's project at UT specifically. And for their university leadership, I'd like to begin by thanking Provost Sharon Wood, who worked on this project from the outset in her former role as the Dean of the Cockrell School of Engineering, Deans Roger Bonacaz of the Cockrell School and Ramon Rivera Severa of the College of Fine Arts, Landmark's Nisa Barger, who has overseen every aspect of this project's development, its installation, and care, and project manager for the Gary L. Thomas Building, Keith Westmoreland. I'd also like to thank our Deputy Director, Kathleen Brady Stimpert, and the entire amazing Landmark staff who've made every aspect of this program possible. And we wouldn't be here if it weren't for the leadership of our university president, Jay Hartzell. Jay, thank you for all the ways that you help make the university a welcoming place and for supporting Landmark's mission to make great art free and accessible to all. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you, Andre. In true Longhorn style, our Landmarks public art collection is ambitious in design and scale, yet its core mission is easily distilled: to provide outstanding modern and contemporary art for all campus visitors to enjoy and to be inspired by. Landmark's national award-winning portfolio includes distinguished works by Ann Hamilton, James Turrell, Jennifer Steinkamp, Nancy Rubens, and Jose Parla. And today, we're thrilled to introduce our newest piece, an evocative work by Sarah Oppenheimer, on view in the heart of the Cockrell School of Engineering. It is the artist's first installation sited entirely outdoors and exemplifies the striking, ingenious spirit of the Landmarks program, while captivating viewers with a unique opportunity for engagement. I'd like to thank our UT Provost Sharon Wood for bringing this new work to campus. Sharon has championed the project since its inception when she was Dean of the Cockrell School, and her dedication will shape our campus and create memorable experiences for students, staff, faculty, and guests for years to come. Thank you and welcome.
Thanks, President Hartzell. It has been a real pleasure to work on this project. I was Dean of the Cockrell School of Engineering when Landmarks Director Andre Bober came to me with an idea as we were in the earliest stages of designing a new engineering building. She recommended Sarah Oppenheimer as the perfect artist for our new building, and I was fortunate enough to be able to see the entire design process, both of the building and of the artwork. This piece has gone through many iterations, and it's been fascinating to watch the design adapt and Sarah refine her design as my colleagues and I threw challenges at her. But I think the result is just a perfect integration of art and engineering. I wanted to share two personal anecdotes with you. I think the first was we started talking to Sarah about ADA requirements to make sure that students didn't decide to slide down the artwork. And so she adjusted the height of the railing to be appropriate. I was worried about the difference in thermal expansion between the concrete and the glass. And she and her engineering team worked out the details. And so I think the result is this absolutely elegant piece of art where we don't have any barriers around it. People can go up right next to it. It satisfies all the ADA requirements, all the safety requirements. And I think that really adds to the value of the artwork. The second thing is I was really intrigued by her design of seeing through structure and seeing things in a new way. And the first time that I was able to go on the bridge and really engage with the artwork, I spent probably an hour just walking around, looking at different perspectives. There were so many other views that I was not expecting to see. But I think my real insight came a couple weeks ago when I was walking across campus. We were having a 100th birthday celebration for John Goodenough. He won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2019, and he helped develop the lithium-ion battery. And as I was walking over to give my opening remarks, I realized that this is what truly visionary engineers do. They find a way to look at things in a different perspective and to kind of see through the constraints and see new things. And so I believe that Sarah's work just epitomizes this. And I'm so excited that the general public will be able to really enjoy this structure. So Sarah, thank you so much. And also thanks to Landmarks for really building this project, making this project a reality. So what I'd like to do now is introduce a 3-minute video that will introduce Sarah and her new commission, which is titled C-010106. Thank you.
The instrument in some way was a way to isolate or bring out that quality that already exists all around us. That we are occupying living buildings that are constantly in flux, that their temperature is changing, that it is absorbing heat, it is releasing light, that all of these things create a kind of motion within the built infrastructure that we may not perceive, and yet we partake in and we shape every day. C010106 is a pair of apparatuses which perform a similar set of relations in a way that is allowing people to start to understand their co-authorship of location. If I understand the space is responding to me, and you understand the space is responding to me, that then we can shape this space together somehow through our coordinated action over time. The piece is located at a crossroads and switches between these two crossroads through an insertion of 8 pieces of glass as 2 discrete apparatuses that work in tandem and unite in a certain way the space below the bridge and the space above the bridge and the space from beyond the bridge at which you look towards the bridge and see these vertical relationships as stacked. It somehow extends out beyond itself and brings in the world around it. So you experience yourself, you experience the sky changing, you experience the shadows as they pass across the grass plane, you experience the reflections of others, you see the lights go on in the buildings behind you. All of these changes that are happening in our environment become the subject of this work, and they also become the object of this work. I'd really like people to become aware of the extent of their own presence and how that extent shapes others. I increasingly feel that we are connected to each other and that our connection is actually a very somatic and embodied one. And even as we become able to connect more immediately through technology, there's a way that we become increasingly remote or abstracted from one another. I'm extremely interested in how that actual overlapping presence can bring us into a greater awareness of where we are and of how we are within our sort of daily patterns of living.
Hi, I'm Roger Bonacase, the Dean of the Cockrell School of Engineering. One of the things I've really enjoyed over the last 30 years of my career at UT is the addition of so much artwork on the campus thanks to the Landmarks program. And I'm especially happy to welcome this new piece of artwork from Saren Oppenheimer to complement our newly opened Gary L. Thomas Energy Engineering Building. This artwork is really fascinating. And one of the things I've really enjoyed is watching students interact with the piece as they cross over this bridge. So I'm really pleased to have this work here, and I want to congratulate Sarah Oppenheimer on this amazing piece of work.
Thank you, Roger. Landmarks is a unique ambassador of the College of Fine Arts. While many of us focus on our own areas of study, Landmarks shows up throughout the campus every day. Students from across the university and visitors alike are enriched by having great works of art in our environment, and we're proud to make great art free and accessible to us. Here in the College of Fine Arts, we have a wealth of talent, as you know, and our dance program is no different. Professor Erica Gianfrido and PhD student Elliot Fisher work together as Arcos, an experimental dance company. They create performances that integrate overlapping layers of newer and older technologies. Arco was commissioned by Landmarks to create a dance in response to C010106. The work is best experienced in motion and in relation to surrounding structures and bodies. And now it is my great pleasure and thrill to introduce a new interactive work created by Arcos Dance Company, which features students from the Department of Theater and Dance, inspired by Sarah Oppenheimer's installation. Enjoy.